Great to meet you.
Thank you, Marco.
Your product we try at the next conference, I hope.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Because you have the same type of meat product, right?
And different. I mean,
Okay,
what
sorry.
we do is an animal-based product, which is carbon neutral and different from plant-based. And actually, it's about cellular agriculture. I don't know if someone heard about the concept. Today, in order to get real meat, we need to farm a cow, to raise it, to slaughter it, and to harvest meat from its carcass, right? Now, actually, we believe that, as Shra mentioned before, this conventional way to make meat is not sustainable over time. It was very well suited for feeding 1.6 billion people at the turn of the previous century. Today, we're literally collapsing under the load of those animals. The conventional cattle farming is one of the main drivers of methane emissions, biodiversity loss, land use, water. I don't need to talk about that further. And this is where cellular agriculture comes into play. Cellular agriculture is a new way to make animal products, not from farming whole animals, but rather from extracting cells from an animal. The steak which we eat today, conventional one, is made of cells, same as any living organism in the world. We are made of cells as well. An apple is made of cells. We just isolate cells from this animal and we're able to nurture them and grow them outside of the animal's body to directly make the edible part of the animal. This concept of what we call cellular agriculture is actually the application of fermentation to animal cells. When you think about it, producing wine is like cultivating yeast, which are unicellular organisms in a medium, which is grape juice. And the yeast eat the sugar and release alcohol, etc. We're actually doing the same thing, but we replace yeast with animal cells. And the medium which is feeding the cells is actually a synthetic medium, which is animal component free. So it's actually the combination of two familiar building blocks, cell culture and the same cells which are part of our animal. We do see cellular agriculture as an important aspect of just and inclusive transition of our food systems. We believe that if we can make real animal products without farming the whole animal, we can reduce the amount of cows we farm on the planet, manage them better in the framework of regenerative or sustainable practices, and then complement less animals with new production systems like cultivated meat. This platform is today backed by some of the most prominent investors in this space, like ADQ, Temasek, Cargill, the largest private company in the US is also backing us, L. Catterton in the US, including Leonardo DiCaprio, Gal Gadot, Marcus Emerson, who is a very well-known chef in the US. We do see this cell cultivation platform as a biomanufacturing, a bio-based production platform, which fits into the new bioeconomy, and which is actually about bringing more scale and lowering the cost of cultivating animal cells. The first application we have developed is in the vertical of what we call cultivated meat, which is a product which is reproducing the same bite, the same sensory properties, taste, flavor as the meat we know today. And Aleph Farms has been the only company in the world so far to be cleared for marketing. For cultivated beef, we're just 3 or 4 companies in the world which have market clearance. We're the only one with beef, which is important for impact. If we can actually incorporate new production systems in the cattle industry, we can reduce a lot of impact of cows and cattle versus chicken, which has a much lower nominal impact. It's also important for our go-to-market strategy, which relies, same as electric vehicles, on disrupting the market from the top down, starting with the more premium products and then moving down. It's also the only platform for cultivating animal cells in the world today which is cleared with natural cells. We do not genetically engineer our cells nor immortalize them. And last but not least, it's also the only product which is combining animal cells with the plant-based matrix to deliver the same structure and texture as a slice of meat rather than just a processed product. This approach for cultivated meat can reduce many parameters of environmental impact as compared to an average of conventional cattle farming, with a strong focus on, of course, climate, but also land, water, biodiversity, and a much more efficient process. Aleph Farms is setting the standard in terms of impact. We're committed to be net zero in 2025. We're also the only company in this emerging industry which is publishing impact reports. We published our first one last year, and we committed to publish additional reports every 2 years. And our execution team is composed of veterans, both of the biotech industry, but also of the food industry. And we have a strong advisory board, including Leonardo DiCaprio, who is also at our advisory board. So just to wrap it up, Aleph Farms actually is a company which is driving a new category, a new sector for relying on cell cultivations as a source for animal products with a focus on beef. This platform is a deep tech platform. We have today 16 patent families, 15 PhDs, 45 researchers. And we believe that it will be a cornerstone of this new bioeconomy. With a range of applications, the first application which we have developed is in the vertical of cultivated meat, but we're developing additional ones with collagen, biomaterials, leather replacement, and biomedical applications as well. So looking forward to meet you at one of our restaurants. We're launching later this year, starting with the Middle East and Asia, and then the UK and Switzerland. Thank you for your attention.